Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, man. Nope. Hang on a second. Having a glitch right here. The hell? Yeah. StreamYards gave me a notification that they're having issues broadcasting to certain other streams like Facebook and whatnot. Tom's in the house. William DeSilva's back. Dwight Bailey's back. What's up, guys? Got 4 people in here so far. I guess I'm the 4th. How the hell you doing? Yeah, sorry about that glitch, man. Apparently it was a real thing, and even coming live here tonight, there was a little lag with the connectivity, so I don't know if we get dropped again, you know, don't know, but I'll try to come back, man. Just hang, but I'll try to come back, man. Okie dokie. But anyway, what's up, metalheads, freaks, and geeks? I'm Metalhead Hippie. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. It's very much appreciated. Thanks for being here. And this is just the Tuesday night hang, man. We're just here to hang and shoot the shit and see what pops up. Might watch some videos of some other YouTubers. Might have somebody pop on, shoot shit. Never know. Just see what's going on. Hope everybody's doing alright in light of all this COVID bullshit. You know, and I call it bullshit. Bullshit. Gotta take it serious. Because it is serious. It's killing people. You know. Sad stuff. I mean, to be honest with you, man, I'm not a person that gets really high anxiety. I don't really suffer from anxiety, depression, or anything like that. But when I walked into the grocery store today, I'm just like, my peepers were on alert, man. And I started sweating a little bit, and I'm just like, I don't know. Because I do have a little PTSD because of my train accident. I got drug 100. Some of you guys know, some of you don't. But I had a motorcycle accident back in 1988 where I lost my right leg, a majority of my leg. So I only have like a stump yay big. I'm pulling a Quentin James right now, so I'm sitting in my underwear, so just chilling. And yes, they are matching underwear too, I believe. Nope, I got my blues on. Thought I had my maroons on. Got my blues on, got my maroons on. Nope, got my blues on, not my maroons on. But anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, grocery store stuff. Yeah, it's like you get, when your norm gets a little upset, even though my norm is super deadpan mellow most of the time, you guys are most of my company. I live in a secluded little division where I live. I don't rap with my neighbors at all. I have nothing in common with them except human. You know, we breathe air and we're human. We got carbon skin bags and whatnot. That's about it. All I have in common with my neighbors. Other than that, I have a few friends that I rely on, and they rely on me, and we talk, chat, and do other stuff, and we help each other out when we can, when we can't. You know, I'm a builder. I do stuff. You know, I'm a DNA counselor. I help people out. I try to talk with people and talk them through situations instead, you know, talk them out of situations instead of into a deeper situation, stuff like that. So, and then I'm also Also a member of Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous. I have been for over 25 years. I have 25 years clean and sober. July 3rd will be 26. And that's something I'm pretty proud of. You know, but yeah, to come from where I came from, some of you guys don't know. I used to be a junkie alcoholic, pretty more often than alcoholic than I was a junkie. But I lived for 6 years as a heroin addict, cocaine addict, drunk all the time, dealing, making moves, heartbreaker, earthquaker, doing all that crazy shit. But that's just a little insight on me. But yeah, to get back to the PTSD part, whenever you're drugged down the tracks by a freight train, locomotive, loaded with oodle shit tons of freight behind them, and I'm getting pulled by the locomotive, or the first car behind the locomotive, 120 feet down the tracks by my leg, that would create some little PTSD. So there's a saying in a movie called Barfly where Mickey Rourke and Faye Dunaway are in the movie. She says, "I hate people. Don't you hate people?" And he goes, "No, I don't hate people. I just seem to like them better when they're not around." And I kind of equate my philosophy with that. There's a lot of shitty people in this world, but there's also a lot of good people in this world, and I like to try to count myself as one of them. So I try to, when I'm picking friends or people to hang out with or do things with or talk with or chat with, I try to make sure that we're somewhat on the same copacetic level and we have something in common, besides just being a carbon skin bag, you know what I mean, breathing air, you know. So, yeah, so, and I'm sure we're all like that. We're choosy about who we let into our personal space and our lives and whatnot. And I just happen to be one of them, me more so than others because me being in my physical state and whatnot, I have to be very careful who I let into my life because, well, for multiples of issues. But, oh, thanks, William. I appreciate that. Layla's guitar, Donnie. Welcome. So I'm very particular about who I let into my life, but how that equates to PTSD, and I call what I have daymares. They're like I have visions of being ran over. The incident of me being drugged down the tracks 120 feet by my legs with a train wheel trying to cut my leg and sever my leg and kill me. I have day flashes, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I could be like lucid right now and have one. But I've learned over the years to block those out and refocus myself on something that's in the moment, So I'm constantly focusing on things that are in the moment. And then, so a lot of times with PTSD people, we kind of don't like crowds. And we're kind of hyper aware of things. So today when I was in the store with all this COVID shit going on, I'm like super hyper aware. 6 feet, get away. Elbow bumped a buddy of mine, and we said hey and goodbye. I got out my alcohol wipe to rub down I even made my own homemade ones. I sprayed a baby wipe with Lysol, put a 6-pack of those together so I can wipe shit down when I went to the store, especially the buggy and whatnot. And then when I came home and got into my house, before I came into my house, I wiped my hands off, and then after I unpacked my groceries and stuff, I did my hands again. Then I sprayed them with Lysol and stuff like that, wiped down my crutches so that they didn't have any stuff on there. And then the elderly lady, which she's sort of like my step parent or my a good friend that I've become acquainted with. She's like 70 some years old. Her husband's the same age. So I'm like sort of like an adopted son of hers. So I was really like quaking in my boots about getting this woman sick because I care very much for her. So I'm like, well, what if I got it? You start going through all those hyper decision making processes and stuff. It's like, Do I really want her to take me? Do I want her exposed? Do I want to go in here and bring out something to her? Blah, blah. So I had all that shit going on in my mind. Then he had the heat cranked in the store. So I started getting a little sweaty. So I took my jacket off, put it in the cart, blah, blah, blah. And just went about my business, trying to be as cordial as I could, maneuvering my cart and giving people space to go by and do this and whatnot. So, it's kind of got a. That's the first time I felt anxiety like that for a while, where I actually started physically feeling aware and things happening in my system that I wasn't in control of. So I don't know. Has anybody else been feeling kind of like that with all this stuff going on? You're just like hyper nervous about doing certain things and stuff. I normally don't get like that, but for some reason I did. And I think it's, I don't like being told what to do or how to do it, So I'm one of those guys. So when I go somewhere, I go, where I want to go. This is America. I'm free and stuff. But then you get this little bug, this microscopic bug. It's got us all hijacked and shit. We can't do nothing. Have to watch what we do, who we touch, how close we are to them, and all that other stuff. We can't work. We can't play. Can't go do a lot of the things we want to do. A lot of states, I think there's like 9 or 10 states on lockdown now. New York's getting hit hard. Some of the West Coast is getting hit hard. Europe is getting hit pretty hard over there. So they're all getting nailed. So yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird for me experiencing it because it's not that I'm a loner. It's like I choose to live my lifestyle because it's not that I don't like being around people. I just don't mind being alone, But like I said earlier, I also pick and choose who comes and who doesn't come into my realm or my circle or my space, So I'm kind of like, any of you guys get weird stuff? Have you been feeling like weird being around people? What kind of psychology is it messing with your head and your nerves and your anxieties and your fears and your whatnot? Just to be around people today, with all this shit going on. What are you guys feeling about that? If you just say, fuck it, I don't care. It's no big deal, man. It's like, those are just some of my thoughts on this thing. It's like, yeah, life's going to go on. I'm going to die eventually. I could slip in the tub tonight. Who the hell knows? Luckily I took a shower before I went shopping, But still, man, you never know when the jig's really up anyway, but, how much of the controlled chaos can you actually control anyway? But yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Jimmy, I know what you're saying, man. I mean, I'm comfortable being alone in my own skin. I mean, I don't need a lot of people. I mean, look, back in my younger days, I was like, full bore in it. I knew everybody knew me. I was a barfly, I was this, I was that. I traveled the country with my thumb. Been to I wouldn't say not millions, but you know what I'm saying. Been to millions of concerts, been to millions of shows, seen millions of people. Now I have seen millions of people. I've been to shows that had 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000, 100,000 people, So being around people, even with one leg, has never been an issue with me or even with 2 legs. So I've been around this and that. But as I've gotten older, plus I spent some time in prison, so being in a cell alone, I wouldn't say I'm institutionalized in any way, but I know about all the institutions and what that equates with and stuff. So I really don't live that part of my life anymore. I don't live like that anymore. I haven't lived like that for a long time. So I don't have those fears and anxieties and stuff. I don't have any fear about going back to the joint or county jails or getting arrested for anything because I don't do anything to get arrested for. I don't break the law. Do my best not to. Pretty honest person, straightforward. I like to think I'm a likable guy. But still, I'm okay being alone, you know. So being on here, gabbing and blabbing, isn't an issue for me because that's what I do. I talk, somewhat talk for a living, you know, when I run groups and whatnot. So, yeah, talking's not really an issue, or being around people's an issue. But I find out when I've gotten older, I've had, you know, because when we're younger, we always find things that we want to find people we're compatible with us, so we're always searching people out. Well, I'm at that age where I know what I'm compatible with. I've done this, done that, done it all, pretty much. So I know what I can and can't live without as far as the social settings go. And I find more often than not today, I can live pretty comfortably in my own skin by myself for weeks, months on end without seeing an individual at all. I didn't see another individual or interact with another individual for over 18 days, 19, 20 days, since I went to the store in the beginning of the month. My friend said she was the only one that drove me. And then I seen people at the store and stuff. But when I'm sitting here in my cabin, I mean, I see people roll by in their cars and shit. My neighbor, once in a while, I might see his head pop above the bushes or something like that. But as far as interacting with people, I could go a month and a half, 2 months before I see another individual, and I'm okay with that. You know, so I don't know how you guys are and stuff like that, but you know, YouTube's a social setting. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, a lot of us hide behind our keyboards and don't come out here like I do. A lot of us do that, or some of us post videos of stuff we do. That's great. That's cool. You know. But some don't put themselves out because they have that social anxiety where they're like, well, are people gonna like me, or I'm not good looking enough, or I'm not well spoken enough, or not a good enough guitarist, or whatever. You know. For me, none of that shit matters. You know. I mean, with me, you get what you get. You like it or you don't. Scoot, scoot, get booted. I don't give a shit. You know. To be honest with you, I'm the kind of person you fuck me once, you're done, and that's it. I mean, boom. That's just it, you know. And that's the way I roll. But you know, some people are glutton for punishment and stuff, and I just I just don't like getting fucked by the same person over and over again if it's not pleasurable. You know. So it's a once and done thing for me. You know, have had on occasion. And I don't think it's so much just individuals in passing, but people that you trust, you let them in, blah 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 blah, and then they fuck you somehow. It's like you gave them the trust, blah blah. I'm sure a lot of people are like that also, where it's like, yeah, man, it's like cool, hey, this is who I am, blah blah. Let them in a little bit, boom, and it's like, you know, I mean that happens to everybody. I mean, and I'm not exempt. I'm sure that I might have done something. I know I've done a lot of sneaky shit to people in the day. But you know, I kind of repented or made amends for a majority of that stuff. So yeah, I don't go out of my way to shit on people today, and I don't want to be shit on, and I don't think any of us want to be shitted on or shat on. You know, so I try to treat people the way they're treating me, and if they're not, you know, I don't find myself getting stepped on too much. You know what I mean? One, because I don't allow it, pretty much. But yeah, I don't know why I'm going on this rant and stuff, but yeah, but that's just it. This COVID thing has got people on edge, thinking about things, feeling and acting and doing certain things that they otherwise might not do, man. So basically, I would just say, curb your enthusiasm, watch your social anxiety. If you're not sure about something, don't do it. Do things with somebody that's close to you in your household. Don't go out of the house alone. Don't carry large sums of money on you. Don't carry I mean, carry a gun if you're allowed to. Um, just watch out for yourself, man, because there are some heinous individuals out there just looking to take advantage of people, especially people in my situation where I'm handicapped and they think I'm all defenseless and stuff. Well, I'm not. You know, I'm able and capable. Like I said in my earlier video, bang bang, watch out. But that's total last resort stuff there, man. And I don't know. This stupid shit's got me on edge. I know my family's back east, man. They're pretty much taking care of themselves, and they know what the hell they're doing. I worry about my mom with her diabetes, and her husband has a heart condition. She has a heart condition, so I'm always worried about her getting stuck. And she's a diehard religious churchgoer and stuff. So hopefully she's found enough of God not to go in and start congregating with a couple hundred people every Sunday and stuff. That's religion's not my bag. But it is for her. It gives her comfort and helps her out and stuff. But I don't want to see her put herself in danger by gathering in large groups of people. Thanks you, appreciate it. Yeah, Taj for Rent. Yeah, I like Taj. Yeah, I seen that video too. Um, I would play it, Sonya, but I don't have his permission to do that. But yeah, I've actually seen that. I've actually left a comment on his page about it too, about being so young and being on a short list of people that actually played on stage with Carlos. Especially that age. There's not much you can do about it. Or not much. Not many people can say that about their musical careers at that age. Hey, I was 10 years old playing Carlos Santana. Bullshit. Yeah, it was. Watch his YouTube video. Yeah. So that's what I said. There's not too many people that can hang that plaque on the wall, say, man, I was 10 years old playing on stage with Carlos Santana. What do you got? There's not much that tops it, man. If you guys don't know Taj Ferrant, check that kid out, man. He's 11 years old now. Bought his sister a drum kit and whatnot. So he's a pretty generous kid, man. He's still grounded, Parents raising him right, teaching him right. So that's cool. But yeah, man, I guess what I'm saying, man, is that's a little bit about me and how I feel about this stuff and how I treat people and how I want to be treated and just there was a saying I tried to remember today, but I think it goes something like, if you really want to know who a person is, watch how they react during this stuff and watch how they treat people, when they're in line. I mean, today I was in the store and I had a shitload of stuff, in my cart. People are all like, oh, what I can do, go first, go first, go first. I'm like, no, man, you got like 2 or 3 things. Go for it, man. I mean, I have no problem giving up a spot to 2 or 3 people in a row that only have a few things. Go, boom, go, man. Do your thing, man. What I'm saying is, you don't have to lose your humanity or your sanity because there's some bugs in the air that are trying to kill us. Yeah, it's a heinous time and a heinous thing to go through. Terrible. Why not? But still, man, chill the fuck out. Get a grip. Really, really think about what you're doing and how you're wanting to do it before you actually do it. Today are the days that you're supposed to be digging on your humanity and putting out the vibes you really want people to know you by. So you give what you get back, like little Uncle Ben says up here in Canada. He says, karma's a real thing, man. So yeah, don't be a dick. That's basically what I'm saying, man. Don't be a dick. Treat people with some respect. Yeah, there you go. Son, you got it right. Don't be a dick. That might be my new merch shirt. Don't be a dick. Hippie said, "Don't be a dick." There you go. Somebody designed it. I'll put it on. I'll put it on Teespring, man. Hippie said, "Don't be a dick." Who knows this guy? There you go. But sorry, man. I was rambling. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. If you jumped in, you said something, and I missed it. It's not because I don't give a shit. I just was on my little psychological rant there for 20 minutes. So we try to calm it down, but I'm just saying, this little bug's got me a little buggy. I'll admit it. Yeah. But it's not so much, like I said, for me. It's for worrying about my loved ones, people closest to me. You know, whatever my actions are today in this situation, I would want it to be one of humility, you know, knowing that, you know, this little thing can kill all of us without thinking about it, and it is killing people. Hopefully you're strong enough, young enough to fight off this illness if you catch it. But if not, please take every precaution to not spread it, and please seek medical help at your first sight. One of the main things is massive migraines with onset losing your taste buds and your sense of smell. So, and cold, sweat, fever, stuff like that. Not wanting to get out of bed, muscle aches, stuff like that, you know. So try not to overexert yourself so that today or for the next couple weeks, so that if you start getting muscle cramps and aches and stuff, you know it's because you're ill, not because you were out lifting logs or cutting down trees or, you know, doing this or doing that, you know. I mean, normal aches and pains and stuff. But just check yourself so you're not wrecking yourself down the road, you know. Keep your shit up. Take some vitamins, vitamin C if you got them. You know, try to keep your system, you know, for all the things we're lacking in our dietary needs, you know, for vitamins and minerals and stuff. If you have the extra stuff, go ahead and take yourself some vitamin C, keep that up, some D, whatnot, because there's going to be a shortage of milk and there's no sunshine, all that stuff, you know. Do the best you can, man, with what you got. That's what I'm saying. Who got some cracked ribs? Sonya, you got some cracked ribs, girl? What's going on with that? Dwight, that's old, bro. Come on now. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah. I'm kind of learning living after midnight. I'm kind of learning that on guitar right now. So I got pretty much the main part of the riff down. But there's certain fingerings that they do. Like they'll put their finger, they'll put his, like on the 7th and 9th fret, right? In the 8th. He'll bar the 7/7 on the G and on the D and the G, and then put his finger on the 8th of the B. So it's kind of like barred to the B. So 7/7/8 on the D, G, and B. So it's how's that go? So, yeah, it's like open D. It's open A, dead end, and then it's a power chord on the D and the G. And then it goes from that barred 7 down to the 8th on the D, or the D, G, and the B, and it's just a weird fingering, the way, because it's the way they want it to ring out, but then it doesn't sound right because shit. I'm just gonna have to play it That's the only way I can do it. Okay, I love Chuck Norris, he says. In Glendora, California. Oh, Jay Steen, sorry, bro, I didn't see you come in. I seen you typing, but my brain went dead when it went to say hello. Layla's Guitar Daddy's in the house. William Silva, Dog Paw. Yeah, who else is in here? Hugh Caldwell, Jimmy Biter, hey buddy. Tom Brent Rosman. Who else we got? Merrill J, what's up, buddy? Got a decent crowd in here. Got 13 people hanging out. Come out and say hi, man. See now. Hang on a sec. See now. I'm playing it here. I'm playing it on the open A power chord with the 7/9 on the D and G. So it's like there we go. So I'm playing it like that. Okay, now that's an open A twice. Muted, then open, play it open. Like, whoop, sorry, man. Then I go to the 7/5. Then I just hit the 7/5 and go up to 7/5 on the A and D. The tone sucks right now. I don't have the tone dialed in correctly. Hopefully it doesn't sound too shitty over there. But the way they were playing it on the album and live is that they play it the same way, you know, same chord, but then they put it, then he bars the 7/7 on the D and G, and then he puts his middle finger down on the 8th of the B. He plays it, and then he lifts off the bar chord, or he lifts off the power chord, and plays that 7/7/8 like this. It might take me 1 or 2 tries to get it. Then he comes down to the A. Man, this is sounding like total dog shit. He goes A to the D. And he does something here, the same thing. He bars the B and the E. And he keeps his finger on the G, but then he kind of like quick picks it. So he goes the D, and he goes. Something like that. And then he comes back up here and he does that. But I think it sounds better the way I do it. Something like that. But that's what I've been working on. I mean, it sounds better over here in this microphone. All this shit here is bad. If I was on OBS, it'd sound better. Plus, I don't have it dialed in. I was playing something else, and then I redialed it in. And you can't play it soft. It has to be played boom, so you can get all the pick and everything else in there. Sorry about that. If it sounded like shit, sorry, man. Play some fuzz. Yeah, I would, bro, but this is StreamYards, man. Probably Thursday night, if I'm not doing anything, I'll go live on OBS. And plus, to be honest with you, pushing the cart in the grocery store stresses my fingers. You guys know I walk on crutches, right? So I have to push a cart and control this. I move the crutch like this with my armpit. So I walk like that through the store with like this, boom, 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 holding on to a cart. Then when I had to pull those bags of stuff up earlier today, like I showed you in my earlier video, pulling on that like that, gripping that half-inch string and pulling stuff like this with my fingers, made my fingers really stiff, so I'm not as nimble as I could be to play tonight. I know it sounds like an excuse, but that's my thing. It'd be like if a bricklayer was a guitar player. Dude lays bricks all day, man. He can barely come home and play his guitar. Well, I walk on crutches all the time, so it's hard for me to do that. I mean, we all got our crosses to bear with our physicalities and stuff. Some of us do, some of us don't. I just happen to be one of the people that do have an issue playing guitar because of my need to walk on crutches and having a disability. You know what I mean? So that's what I do with my hands all day is I gotta... Now, when I'm just mellowing out by the boob tube here for a little while, a couple hours here, and I don't get up and do a lot of motivation on my crutches, my hands have time to recoup, then I can play some widdly-widdly stuff on a guitar, or some fantastical, fuzzalicious riffs, but not right now, bro. Sorry, man. Yeah, Mr. Dwight Bailey's in the house. Hey, is anybody, I don't know if Fruitcake Tony hates me anymore or what, but I haven't seen him around for a couple days. Has anybody seen him around? I thought I did, but normally he pops in my chat, man, so I don't know where he's at. But at this point, I'd like to thank Dwight and Fruitcake Tony for their donations this month to the channel. It helps out, helps pay for the StreamYards, so that you guys... so you guys can thank them also, because their donations help pay for the StreamYards, and whatever's left over is coming back to you. So when you guys are donating to me, you're donating to the community, because I'll give away t-shirts. Whatever donations I get do not go in my pocket. They go to pay for things that I do, and StreamYards, I know you hear the stick from everybody, but I pay for StreamYard, so it's $25 a month, and they've graciously covered that. So I got $15 extra this month. Now, if I get another donor or another donation from somebody, I might have enough to throw a t-shirt out there at somebody from one of their favorite YouTubers, like maybe the Tone King or Flipside Music or Guitar Hack t-shirt or Steve from Boston or Know Your Gear shirt, something like that. I can throw you a shirt, you know. So that's something to think about. Or an Amazon gift certificate. Or, you know, if you win, whatever the value was, and if you have a PayPal or a way to get that stuff to you, I'll gladly, if you win a prize, you'll get paid, believe me. One way or another, you'll get yours. But Fruitcake Tony has a shit ton of memorabilia. Over 3,000, I said 300 the other night. He has over 3,000 guitar picks from artists that I probably never even heard of or didn't know that that artist played in that band, but that's part of watching his videos with his guitar pick. Yeah, you got a guitar pick by Joe Blow, Gina Blow, or something Blow, whoever. It's like, but he'll give you this is such and such, played for such and such, on such and such date, this guitar, that guitar, he played with this band, that band. He'll give you the whole history of the individual that did that. So it's not just going to his site and looking at guitar picks and all his memorabilia. It's a history lesson. It's like, this is this guy, he played here, this guy played here, he played for this farewell tour, this guy played in Motley Crue for one song, or something stupid that you never knew before about a certain artist or a band that he may know, because he collects those picks and he gets the storyline behind a lot of that stuff. And plus he's into the music genre that heavy that he knows a lot of that information. So it's not just a memorabilia site, it's a history site of rock, metal, guitar players around the world, the music scene in general, And Dwight, he's over there, he's doing his best to make some good tunes, man. I mean, they're all original, Might not be Conway Twitty, man, but the guy tries, man. You gotta give him that. He puts himself out there, makes some good tunes. It sounds good, Go check him out. If anybody in here's got a video they want me to share or show, put it up, man. Let me know what it is, where it's at, and I'll do my best to get it to you, or get it out here to people and stuff. See if I can read some of these comments. I wish people cared about each other as much as they should. Kind of like you were talking about earlier, lots of people are in their own bowl. Yeah. Yeah, you really find out what a person's about when you get them under pressure and you see how they react in the clutch, you know what I mean? So, you think you know a person. Watch them in a situation like this. They opened for VH at the Whiskey. I didn't go because I didn't know who band who. Wow. That must have been back in the day, bro. Terry Himes, what's up, buddy? Sonia, Bent Rossum, Jay Steen, you Caldwell, the Dog Pa. What else we got in here? Come out and say hi, man. 16 people in here. Don't be bashful. William De Silva. What else we got in here? Tom Bent Rossum. Yeah, Dwight Bailey. What else we got in here? Come on now. Come out and say hi. Hey, I do. My doggies dug a new hole last night. I was feeding them when I tripped. Oh, that's how you cracked your rib. Oh, that had to hurt. Sorry about that. Hope it wasn't, hope it's nothing that's gonna put you down any further than you already are. Yeah. Yeah, proactive breathing, right? I got you, bro. Oh yeah, I get you, bro. Yeah. I mean, sometimes the world ain't right. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know how to say this without being too political and stuff, but don't give a shit about the NRA. Give a shit about the Constitution. Uh, I don't believe that privilege should be abused, and no, I don't believe people need AR-15s or AK-47s just because they want them. I believe they're unnecessary weapons. You know, if we go for no civilian needs a military weapon, military grade weapon, in my opinion. Anybody else can differ with me. That's cool. That's your opinion, but I just don't believe that the average, and I'm even saying military-minded people. I mean, you got that dipshit over there whacking people and holding knives up to dead corpses and stuff, and he's in the military. So we got whack nuts in the military. Just because you're in the military doesn't mean you're wrapped right or you're a little more educated than the next guy. Yeah, you know, you might be trained, whatever, you know, killing machine, you know. But yeah, I mean, I believe you have a right to carry, a right to concealed carry, a right to own a gun. But what gun you own, that's a whole nother story, you know. And there's just too many whack nuts with the ability to turn 18 and just do as they damn well please, you know. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm here to help change your opinion about that, Sonya. But you know, and I'm kind of being hypocritical because I own a Bushmaster. You know, I don't need that weapon. I do not need the weapon. You know, it's something to have. I use it for sport, target shooting. But I don't need the damn weapon. Nobody does. Not one person on this planet needs an AR. No one. Especially that dingbat dipshit in Nevada. How many died? Remember that when you think about that question. Needlessly. But we'll shut up about that now. We all have our opinions and stuff, but like I said, I'm a constitutionalist. I believe an individual has the right to carry a gun and be armed and protect his belongings and his person. But what he does it with, that's a whole nother thing. I'm trying to find my Bushmaster here. Where the hell is it at? So many fucking pics on here. Do. Yeah, you can do it with other stuff too, Tom. You know, you don't need a semi-automatic with 30 rounds to take down a boar. One shot, one kill. If you need more than one shot, one kill, you're owning the gun for the wrong reason. That's my opinion. If you can't do one shot, one kill, you got the wrong weapon. If I'm aiming to shoot somebody, it's up close personal right in the brain pan. It ain't from far away from a goddamn window in a hotel spraying on a crowd of people with a semi-automatic weapon with a bump stock that makes it fully auto. No, sorry. So, somebody doesn't like that statement, stick it up your ass. No, that's just my opinion. What the hell did I do with my... Yeah, I try not to keep too many of these pictures of my shit on my phone. But like I said, man, this is America. You have the right to own whatever you want, you know, within the limits of the law. You're allowed to have whatever you want, you know. Do I agree with everything that you're allowed to have? Hell no. And do you think just because you're 18, some whacknut has the right to own a weapon or have a weapon or possess a weapon? No. I think there should be thorough background checks on people that are trying to purchase semi-automatic weapons. And in my opinion, an 18-year-old is not lucid enough, mature enough, and whatnot to own a weapon like that. That's just my opinion. Hey, where did I put that pig? Do. Oh, there he is. There's my Bushmaster. That's target shooting. That's all I'm doing with that gun. That's all I ever bought it for. Home defense, self-defense, no. Target shooting, yeah. Killing animals, no. Target shooting, yeah. That's all I bought that for. Do I have a right to own it? Hell yeah. That's why I bought it. Do I need it? Fuck no. Just because something's a law don't make it right. Or make it right for certain people to own it and possess it. So yeah, I believe in very thorough background checks on people that are looking to buy weapons like that. Yeah, Tom, when everybody gives up their guns, sure I would. I think the world would be a much better place without them. Don't you? Motherfuckers have been hunting with snares and bow and arrow for eons, you know? Just because gunpowder was invented doesn't mean you have a right to point a gun at somebody and fucking blow the brains out. Too many get shot here. Exactly, there's my point. Too many get shot here. What about him, dude? You're splitting fucking hairs and being a jackass now. What the fuck, dude? Military-grade weapons and explosives belong with military people that know how to deal with the shit. The average fucking dickhead like the Unabomber and whatnot who learned that shit probably from the military, or did learn it from the military. It's a whole nother fucking thing, dude. You're splitting fucking stupidity from stupidity. No one needs a weapon. Not one person on this planet needs a fucking gun or a weapon. No one. I don't need them. You give up yours and everybody else down the chain gives up theirs, gladly give up mine. I'll walk around and smacking somebody in the fucking mouth for being a dumbass. Or taking an ass whooping. I remember back in the day, we didn't have guns and shit. Somebody crossed me up on the street corner and shit. We were walking up, I was jacking you in the jaw. Kicking you in the fucking nuts. Throwing you on the ground and pounding on you. Those are the days I grew up in. Now you walk around the street and you look cross-eyed at some motherfucker, the bang, you're done. For what? Suck dick. I didn't direct that at anybody. I'm just directing that as a whatever. If everybody's giving up their guns and kumbaya, I'm all down for it, bro. And that's cool, bro. But see, some things aren't a joke. Some people don't take those things as jokes. Some people don't know when people are playing. Me, I like to think I do. But the point is, a lot don't. And those are the dumbasses that are shooting people out of fucking Las Vegas fucking hotel windows. Abusing the power and the privilege that was given to them by the Constitution and the law of the land. I don't care how you interpret it. Stupidity is stupidity. Stupid people shouldn't own guns. There's a lot of stupid people on this planet. Sometimes I can be one of them. I don't know. I was allowed to smoke cigarettes, and I did for years and years. I gave them up. They were fucking killing me. Why wouldn't I give up a gun that could kill somebody else? If you're hanging on to the idea, well, I can have a gun just because I can have a gun, that's fucking law, that's constitution, blah, blah, fuck you, fuck everybody. I'm gonna keep my gun, fuck you. Have at it, dumbass. Well, you better start using it then. But this conversation is dead. It's gone. We're done talking about guns and weapons. I got mine. I use them correctly and what they're meant to be used for. Some people shouldn't. That's my opinion. Do I think AR-15s and AK-57s or anything to do with that, or an AK-47? Or anything has to do with the military grade should belong in the civilian hands? Fuck that. If someone said, hey man, you can keep your 9 or your 17, you can keep it. But you got to give up this. Take it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that, Tom. When it comes down to it, you totally puss out. I just happen to not be one of them. I've actually shot motherfuckers. So, hence, prison time. A lot of people don't know what they're made of until the situation calls for it and stuff like that. And more often than not, most civilians will fucking panic. Make the wrong choices and the wrong decisions at the wrong time. And I've hung around enough dumbass motherfuckers to know that that's the truth. They already do print weapons on 3D printers, guns. Yeah. Best protection from the government, man. And that's a bullshit fucking line anyway. Government tyranny, all that bullshit. Well, you should be getting them out right about fucking now then, don't you think? Well, that's a crock of bullshit. The best weapon against tyranny is the vote. If you sit on your ass and you don't vote, fuck you, you dumbass. You get what you deserve. It's always been bullshit, Tom, but it's the best we got, bro. What are you going to do? Shoot every politician till you get the right one you want in office? No. You go fucking vote. Period. What are you going to do? Shoot every politician? If I go by your logic, I'd have to shoot every politician I disagreed with to get the right one in there that I did. So I'm going to fight tyranny that way. Bullshit. Fucking get out and vote, man. Cut the fucking shit. Ain't nobody gonna shoot no government official. Ain't nobody gonna walk around fucking blowing up fucking government installations, this and that and that and this. You don't need that fucking weapon because most of us ain't gonna fucking use it against any kind of tyrannical government anyway. Because the majority of the fucking population, you know, everybody's living in the sphere of 1980, 64, 84, whatever the fuck it is. And bullshit. There just ain't enough people to do what needs to be done. And I can guarantee you there's not enough people on the planet, in this country, that have the balls to do what's really fucking needed anyway. So you get out and you vote. And you hope it makes change. You can do whatever you want, bro. Opinions don't mean shit to me, man. I call opinions frivolous non-facts. They don't mean shit. You don't have to be polite, bro. You can say asshole. Exactly, dog paw. There's too many people that think what they think is right. The whole problem is not everybody thinks the way they think. So are they right? Just because you think something or believe something or whatnot doesn't make it right. I'm far from a sheeple. I'm probably the closest thing you're gonna see to an alpha male, as far as don't tread on me bullshit. But that's all it is bullshit. You know. I'll uphold the Constitution as long as it exists. But to say that I'll wantonly or without any type of reasoning go out of my way to make another individual believe what I tell them to believe, that's a whole different thing. Or to force my opinion or my agenda on somebody else. I believe in the Republic. A lot of people don't. A lot of people forgot what it was about. It's about the one, not the many. The rights of the one are just as valid as the rights of the many. Oh, exactly. It's like open carry, and well, see, if I want, I open carry. I can open or conceal carry. More often than not, I conceal, but depending on the situation where I'm at, you know what I mean. So I've gotten felony reprieves, so I've had my parts of my record squashed so I could carry again. So that's how I deal with that. If I chose to. Do whatever it is I choose to do in that area. Yeah, fuck it. Like Metallica said, kill them all. We kill them all. We don't have to worry about everybody that's good, because everybody be dead, right? Yeah, who gives a shit? But, hey, it's that time. Ah, I see you. You see this? Like, share, subscribe. Please, it helps. PayPal down there. If you're inclined. Not necessary. But appreciate it. Oh, man. See, this is what I was saying in the beginning of the chat, where things happen beyond our control to take us out of our comfort zone, and we start feeling, thinking, and acting certain specific ways. We get ourselves in that fight or flight mode and shit. We try to figure out, well, what is it I got to do? What's this guy trying to get me for? Do I got to watch out for this guy? Do I got to watch out for this guy? Should I carry this one? Should I carry that one? Should I open it? Should I conceal it? You know what I mean? So it's like, ooh, what do I do? These scary times, man. People are going to freak out and come and get me, man. You know, everybody's out to get me. I mean, what the fuck do we do? You know what I mean? So it's times like these where you're going to find out who are the crazy fuckers on this planet, you know? And give it a minute or two, you'll find out. You know what I mean? People you thought you were your friends, believed and thought just like you do, or you did, will do things to you for things that are way out of your control, that you cannot control. And that person you thought was your friend, that you have this power in your hand, would you shoot that friend? That's what it comes down to. The person you knew for 10 or 20 years will turn their fucking shit on you to take what does not belong to them, this and that, and will you do the same thing? Will you point right back and say, no, you won't? That's what we're coming down to. Now make a fucking decision. Is that the world you want to live in? It's that simple. Peace pot microdot. Tune in, turn on, drop out, man. I'm sorry, people. Hey, man, sometimes things just need to be said, you know? So, if all you groovy cats are out there, you agree with me, you don't disagree with me, don't give a shit. I'm entitled to my opinion. You know, we all have an asshole. You know? I'd rather be an ass, or I'd rather be an asshole than a whole ass. You know, I'll tell you that much. But the bottom line is if you come and try to take my shit and you try to hurt my life, yeah, we'll have an issue. Or if you try to do it to somebody I care about. Or any individual. If I see some dipshit on the wrong side of the hammer, you know, I have no issues with that. Like I said in the beginning of the chat, do not be a dick. It's that simple to me. Don't be a dick. And we all know who the dicks are. Right? I think it's just what it is, son. It's a dumb question. What's the point? Civil war for what? For what? Are people so emotionally fucking douche-bagged out in their fucking mind that they can't figure out how to solve a problem and get along? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Nobody knows. I don't know. I'll be the first person on this planet to tell you I don't know shit. I know what I know, but I don't know shit. And I damn sure don't know much. Because all the important things and the philosophical questions of this lifetime have already been overturned and turned on and upside down and upside everybody's head. So, pick and choose, man. I mean, as human beings, yeah, hopefully we get more intellectually turned on or in tune, and we grow beyond, you know, ignorance and stupidity, you know, start believing in rationality and being rational individuals, free thinkers, no sheeples, no dummies. Don't believe the hype. Well, that's the whole point, son. People with the ability to think rationally and act rationally and need to be taking people like that under their wing. See, that's the kind of people I deal with every day. You know, people who are out of their mind. They want to end their life. They think the world's against them. All this other stuff. So they think the only way out is just to end it all. You know, give up the fight. You know. And when I talk to people, I talk to them like they're a human being, not a client, not a wingnut, not crazy. You know, I talk to him like a normal human being, kind of like I'm talking to you guys right here. Saying, hey, look, man, because a majority of the time, people weren't talked to that way when they grew up. They were like, man, we gotta do this because this is what we gotta do because those guys over there are doing all this shit, so we can't let them get away with that shit. So we're gonna do this shit, okay? You got it? So when they do this, we're gonna do that, right? Right. What the fuck is that shit? That's what most people were taught, you know. They're out to get me. No, they're not. If you get enough people that have enough thinking power, I guess you would say, have the ability to see through the bullshit and know what is bullshit to help school the people that are caught up in the bullshit, they'll stay in the bullshit. You know, that's why our suicide rate is climbing the way it is. Alaska has one, you know, that's why I work on a suicide hotline. Alaska has one of the highest rates of suicide per capita on the planet. And people don't want to be coddled. People don't want to be talked down to, talked up to, patronized, whatnot. They want to be talked to like they're a real individual, you know. And the bottom line is what will you do? What will you do? What do you want to do? This is all up to you. Everybody has the ability to make a choice. Okay? You can make a decision to do something, but until you put an action behind it, that decision is worthless. Well, I decided to get sober every time I put down a beer and passed out for the night. You know, but until I put some action behind that decision, that's all it was a decision. The decision is not deciding to do something. Because I decided to do this and decided to do that. I decided this year on January 1st, 2020, I'd lose 40 pounds. I made that decision I was going to do it. I didn't lose the 40 pounds yet. Why? Because I didn't choose to. I lost 10. But, you know, I chose to continue eating some of the ways I was eating. So therefore, you know, my actions didn't dictate my 40-pound weight loss. It dictated a 10-pound weight loss, but not a 40. But could I have lost 40 by now? Yeah. Just didn't. Oh, man. Like I said, I don't know shit. Pussy sticks and asshole speech. Oh, man. See, I mean, look at the conversation right now. It's about war. People's civil wars. Ooh. Where's the love and the peace in that? Where's weapons, civil war, weapons, killing. Civil war. My ideas are different than yours. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Fuck you. Bullshit. Man, everybody talks about civil war, taking over the government, tyrannical government. We gotta shoot him, kill him. That's why I need my guts. What the fuck happened to giving a motherfucker a hug and a hey, how you doing, man? When's the last time? I mean, does anybody really go down? I mean, me, I do it. I see somebody, smile, give him a smile. Hey, man, how you doing? What's up? You know, how you doing today? Groovy. Most people are just walking by today like, you don't fucking exist. Yeah, why is that? No love, man. Everybody thinks about this and thinks about that and thinks this is going to happen. Or, ooh, look at this. People playing off other people's fucking fears and delusions and all that bullshit. Fuck them all. And just don't be a dick. And we'll all get along. It's that simple. Paranoia will destroy you. There's a song right there, ain't it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Just fucking think things through, man. Turn this shit around. There's too much hate. Too much bullshit. Too much paranoia. Now you got me thinking about who sings that song. Is that the Kinks? Paranoia Destroy You? That's the Kinks, ain't it? Paranoia Destroy You. Merle. Yeah, no shit, dude. You know, too many people hide behind that bullshit, you know, the right to self-defense. Yeah, you have a right to defend yourself, but do you have a right to do it with a fucking bazooka? Well, you hit me or look at me the wrong way, I'll blow up your whole fucking family. That's the mentality of today's society. It's not a mentality of people that I want in my life, you know, or... No, thank you. Just don't dig it. Yum yum, fresh mango is mofo and delicious. Yeah. Yeah, I shot a dummy low law one time. That was unexciting. It's like shooting gallery rounds at the range and shit. Didn't do much for me. You go to the range, you hear this pap, 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 pap. Fuck the crack, 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 crack. Not the pap, 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 pap. People using gallery rounds. Come on now. Put some fucking powder on there. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man. But that's what I'm saying, people. See, my anxiety today was my shit. That's what I'm getting at. But I didn't allow that shit, that anxiety of being around people in this situation to overpower my ability to be a decent human being, which is why I was saying I let people in front of me in line. I'm still not forgetting where I came from. Even if shit really hit the fan with individuals, would I protect a bunch of people? Like some whacknut come in the store today and started blowing up people. If I had the ability to pull and shoot, I would do it. If I could get it out quick enough, boom, to save some lives, I know I would do that. I have no qualms with pulling a gun and pulling the trigger. If I pull it, I will use it. I'm just one of those guys. You know what I mean? So I hope it doesn't come out when you're in my presence, because I fully intend to use it. But does it ever have to get to that point? No. What happened to that guy that makes him want to come into the store and have guys like me want to stop him? What makes somebody trip that far? How much of a dick do you got to want to be that person? So yeah, until everybody's are gone, or everybody wants to give them up and no more wars, no more this, no more that, yeah, people will probably own guns or weapons of some sort. They always have, and they always will. We've always carried weapons, whether it be clubs, bows, spears, rocks, whatever. You know, we've always carried weapons to protect ourselves as human beings. You know, so that's a given. But you're always going to have psychos that don't belong with those guns. You know, so put it this way: if some dickhead came into a movie theater when I was sitting there watching a movie with a 30 round with dual 30 round banana clips taped to each other for a quick flip, yeah, I'd be scared of that gun. Would I be aware of my situations and figure out where the hell that bonehead's going? With all the ducking and screaming and confusion, I would try to figure out where that person was. But but would I try to do something? I'd probably die. Anybody coming up against that kind of firepower would probably die, unless they had a quick runaround up behind the guy or something like that. But somebody that's standing in the corner blasting people, there's no way to get at him except to go right at him. And most people won't do that. But some jackass sitting there with a 9 popping the clip out, I'll go for that guy. I got a fighting chance there. But some guy spraying and like this bullshit, you know, you don't stand a chance. But some dipshit with a 9, 13 round clip on the chamber, you got time. Take him down. Yeah, and that's right. I play Battlefield, and I'm an excellent Battlefield player. I'm a general. I'm a general, a sergeant. Well, I'm a corporal of one. A general, a sergeant, a colonel, a 2-star general. Let me see, I'm a brigadier, 1 star. No, I'm a lieutenant, a sergeant, a corporal, a brigadier, and a 2-star. I think 2-star is a brigadier. Yeah. I play games. I shoot people. Yeah, that's right, the Kinks. Paranoia, Destroy You. That was one of my favorite songs back in the day, too. What's that? I got a man under my bed. He's something in my head. Paranoia, it would destroy you. Yeah, I love that song, man. Remember Gary Newman, too? In cars, here in my car, I feel safest of all. I can lock all my doors. It's the only way to live in cars. Did it? Did it? What the fuck was that about? Come on, man. Oh, man, but when Gary Newman hit the scene, oh, God, that'd be what, 1980 or something like that? And then Devo, Gary Newman, Kinks came out with that song, Paranoid Destroy You. Oh, some funny shit, man. Strangers in the Dark, yeah. I look at it this way. I'm this kind of person. I'll protect anybody until you tell me not to. So that should tell you about my personality right there, out of the gate. I'll protect anybody until you tell me not to. Like I said, I'll be anybody's friend, but yeah, there's terms and conditions on that, and I think everybody should have terms and conditions on that, and I don't believe you should allow people to step on you, shit on you, piss on you, take advantage of you in any way, shape, or form. And if you do, you're just a glutton for punishment, you know. But yeah, one time, that's it. You're done. Yeah, mangoes are pretty good. I probably don't eat enough of them. In fact, I know I don't. Guacamole's like heroin in South America and Mexico. Oh man, there's cartels running guacamole up into the fucking states, man. Yes. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, I remember that song. I hear you, bro. That's cool though, man. You know, I mean, I dig family-oriented people a lot. I mean, I wish everybody did that, but there's so many shattered families today, and I think a lot, and I'm guilty of being a dysfunctional father. You know, I'm guilty of all that shit, man, and not being there when I shouldn't be there, not doing this, not doing that, not giving enough, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, I got my shortcomings in that area and stuff too, but there's nothing I wouldn't do for any of my kids, you know, whatever's in my power, you know. But if they're doing wrong and being a dick, like I said, don't be a dick. That dick, that don't be a dick. That just goes towards everybody in general, and that includes family members. You know what I mean? So, you know. Yeah, why is it so right when it's so wrong? But, you know, it's like, yeah, treat people the way you want to be treated, man, pretty much. But then again, some people don't know how they want to be treated because they've been treated like shit their whole life. They don't know anything good or better beyond the bullshit that they've been treated like their whole life. You know, and a lot of times those are the people that I deal with. A lot of times, and then way back in the day, I was that person. You know, crawled out of that skin and crawled into another one. You know, but yeah, man, I don't know. You know, I was getting, I'm an atheist. I don't care who knows, don't really give a shit. But my son believes in a certain way and stuff, you know. And we were sitting there and I was like, getting into a few arguments, philosophical questions, blah, 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 this and that. And it got a little heated. But then as soon as we sat down and started talking about music, playing music, he was playing something on a guitar, and then I started playing something on a guitar. All that bullshit went away, man. So it's like, what you believe, don't care. Don't really care. Just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. It's all it comes down to, man. Don't care what God you pray to. Don't care what religious sect you belong to. Don't care what dogma you preach or you believe or get drilled into your fucking skull. Don't care. Just don't be a dick. I think that's going to be my channel moniker. Don't be a dick. What do you think? It's pretty good. See, that's what I mean, man. You start talking about music, you talk about paranoia to destroy you, all that shit. You just like get your head thinking, oh, wait, where's that at? Yeah. Because when you're sitting there and there's two people, this guy might believe that, this guy might believe that, this chick might over here might believe that. But you're all in the same concert digging the same tune, the same band, the same music, the same beat, the same drum, the same vocals, same guitar, every nuance of that, you're all standing beside each other, checking out the concert, man. You're all there. But yet when you walk out, if you bump into the guy on the way out the door, he might be like, yo, motherfucker, watch where you're going. And you're like, what? Sorry, dude, you know, people's switches just go off like that. It's like, but yeah, you were like in the same line, digging the same music and all that shit. But turn that shit off. Guess that's true what they say. Music calms a savage beast. You know what I mean? Well, anyway. There's a new saying for you. It ain't old. It ain't new. It's just what it is. We all know what it means. Don't be a dick. Chill out. Yeah, no shit, Thrash, right? Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know. Some people can handle power, some people can't, you know. Some people misuse it, some people don't use it the right way, you know. Hopefully hopefully people know enough about themselves to write a situation in their head before they take it too far, the wrong way, you know. Dog Pie, they're all right, man. I mean, they're a little iffy, but just the fast string change is worth it for me, man. Just to have the tuners. They're not the greatest. I mean, they don't stay. I mean, like I said, I live in Alaska. It goes sharp, goes, you know, most of the time it goes sharp, you know, because my neck's getting pulled back or whatnot. But yeah, those tuners I put on my SG, they're okay. I mean, they're out of the best tuners that I know are out there. I'd say they match up to the Grovers that I have on my PRS right here. I mean, they're 406Cs Grovers, mini bean or mini tuners or something like that, mini locking tuners I put on the PRS. So they're as far as what was on the PRS when it came with it wasn't locking, but they were a little bit, the knobs, the tuner pegs were, or the, you know, the tuner whatnot was bigger than these are. But those are locking tuners, and they, even though they're locking tuners, because of my temperature, you know, I still gotta wiggle them around a little bit, either go up a little bit, sharp, you know, if I'm sharp, or a little bit, you know, flat or whatnot. Even with locking tuners on 3 of my guitars, I just don't grab them off the wall and they're in tune. I still gotta tweak them just a little bit. But for me, it's more about the quick string change, easy peasy, lock it in there, because no matter what, if the temperature's fluctuating and all that stuff, it's like, yeah, your stuff's going to bend and bow and tweak and go out, so you have to tune it up a little bit, even with locking tuners. You know what I mean? Because my temperature stability in Alaska isn't like it is other places. My temperature in my cabin can go up and down 5 degrees, and that'll make my shit go sharp. But yeah, more often than not, it's semi-in tune. I just got to tweak it just a little bit, and it's in tune. Does it hold tuning while I'm smashing down on some power chords? 75% of the time it does. Maybe after I play for a half hour and I'm totally pounding on the E and the D, or the E and the A string as far as power chord riffing. You know, I'm bending on the D string around the 7th fret or something like that. Something to sound weird, and then I go to check the tuning and say, oh yeah, it went flat a little bit, or it went sharp a little bit. But locking tuners, quick string change, that's pretty much why I have, or I want locking tuners, for the quick string change. Little better tuning stability, yeah. but I would say locking tuners versus non-locking tuners. I would say locking tuners in my situation are 30% better than non-locking tuners. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So whatever my tuner pegs, whatever my tuners are, the without the locking screws and whatnot, they stay in tune 30% more than other ones. I would have to, yeah, I tune them less. So yeah, I tune them less with locking tuners. So yeah, they work better than the ones that were in it. Yeah. Let me see. You got a string winder, hippie? Yeah. Yeah, I got one. Yeah, I got one. Let me check the post office, bro. I'm checking it out. Yahoo. Is anybody else having problems with their Yahoo mail? If you have Yahoo and you're having problems with it, type a 1 in your thing, because I'm having issue with all my Yahoo across the board. Let me check the mail here. Oh, that wasn't it. There we go. Let me see where it's at. Nope, it says in transit to the next facility. Your package is moving through the United States Postal Network and is on its track to be delivered to its final destination. It is currently in the transit to the next facility. Okay, let me see where it's at right now, though. That's it. Sean put it out. It went through his regular mail post, and it went to the one that was supposed to send it out. Then they sent it out, so it's in the air somewhere as I speak, I imagine, or on the ground going somewhere to somewhere. But yeah, as I speak, it's they said it was supposed to be delivered tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, it said it was due to be delivered on Tuesday, but who knows? And just in case there's anybody out there, I humbly like to offer my apologies if I stepped on you or burnt your feelings or hurt your feelings, or might have sounded a little too rude or hostile at you. It wasn't my intention. It's just that certain things in individuals and all of us bring up emotions that bring out strong feelings. And we're all allowed to have them. We're all allowed to believe what we want to believe and feel what we want to feel. It's just how you act on it that I have an issue with it. Don't act on it. If you feel like killing yourself, don't pull the trigger. Don't do a hot shot. You know what I mean? Don't step off a train track and get plastered. Don't do that shit. Talk to somebody, man. Have the discussion. Maybe this discussion is helping somebody that was in here change their mind a little bit or think differently about something. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Or maybe it made them more resolute in their beliefs. Who cares? The whole thing is the message is, say it with me, don't be a dick. Pretty simple stuff. So if I hurt your feelings, boo-hoo, get over it. I will, you will. Man up. That's the apology. So if I did hurt anybody's feelings or made anybody feel bad or whatnot, I apologize for that. Sincerely, I do. You know, but we're all allowed to have that pipeline of thought and emotion, man. That's what we are. We're human beings. You know, hopefully being able to talk about it openly and have a dialogue with it, you know, makes things better, you know. You know. And I also want you guys to know me a little bit too, because I sit here and I blab my gums and stuff, and I want you to know who the hippie is and what he really is. I mean, the hippie part of me is a real part of me, and the metalhead is a real part of me, you know. I started out as a biker, went to a hippie, biker hippie. In between, I found metal and the Grateful Dead. You know what I mean? So I was raised this way, became this way. You know what I mean? So and everything in between. If you sat down and listened to my war story, that's exactly what it is. It's a war story. You know. So I've been through the paces of everything that I've talked about tonight. So I've been through the paces. So I'm not minimizing anybody else's bullshit. I'm just saying this is my bullshit. You know what I mean? So boom. Hopefully it gets you to know me a little better. So when you hear me say things or do things, you understand why. You know what I mean? Because I ain't all well yet. You know? I'm an ex-junkie, criminal, wannabe, rock star, whatever. And I paid my price for all that stupidity. I just choose not to be stupid today. You know what I mean? So I stopped being a dick quite a few years ago. But it took a lot of work, to not be that way. But on occasion, I slip. We all slip, man. But it's just, don't take it too far, man. Just don't take it too far. Be cool. Oh, thanks, Sonya. I think you're the tits too, babe. Yeah, people can't take, just don't take yourself so damn seriously, man. I mean, give yourself a break. Give us all a break. Don't take yourself so serious, man. You know what I mean? I hear you, bro. Who's got cat pajamas? I'm doing a Quentin style. Sorry, Sonya, but I'm sitting over here in my boxers, baby. I just got my boxers on, man. Now they're not boxers, they're boxer briefs. Big difference, man. These have the elastic around the leg so they kind of like pinch your leg and stuff and don't let a draft get up there and whatnot. Yeah, I mean this is how music gets written, right? You might write a lyric one of these days. I heard this hippie dude on YouTube say this shit, man. Now check this out. You might write a song about this guy. This guy was on YouTube just saying, "Don't be a dick." That's all he ever said was, "Don't be a dick." Here's a song where, "Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick." Put that in your song. I'll say that. You can use it as a word, but don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. You know what I mean? Laughter's the best medicine, man. Talk about music, you start laughing. I think that's what everybody should do, man. See, most of my life was don't do this, don't do that. This is why. That's wrong. This is why. Blah, blah, blah. This superstition, that bullshit, this bullshit. Somebody else trying to force their beliefs on me and their ideal of what is right and what is wrong. And we all go through that as a kid, and that's our rebellious stage and whatnot. When we get about 13, 14, we do what we want anyway. Regardless of what we were taught and this and that. But later on in life, we go back and we think about some of those things. Oh, yeah, this is why. But we all do it, and we all get hypocritical about certain things and stuff, Yeah. Well, you did it, man. I can do it too. You did it, man. Yeah. And then she said, "Well, if I walked off a bridge, would you follow me?" "I ain't stupid, man." "Yeah, but I did it. You do it." You know what I mean? Yeah, I did it. I don't know, man. I don't know, how do we really wake up breathing every day? I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Earmuffs and drawers. Yeah. I'm going to find an avatar where there's just a guy sitting there in a chair in his underwear, Winnie the Pooh underwear with headphones on, and then I'll just, instead of having my mug up there like this, or instead of having this guy. Instead of having that up there, I'll get some dude in his underwear with a microphone just like, you know what I mean? Oh, what the hell, man. Get your shit together, bro. Woo. Okay, here's a question for you. Here's a real serious question. Now think about this. Does anybody listen to the actual radio today? The radio. I remember 7, 8 years ago, I'd turn my stereo on, listen to the rock station, blah, 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 blah. Every once in a while, I'd hear a new song, blah, 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 blah. 2 weeks later, I'd hear a new song, blah, 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 blah. But does anybody actually listen to the radio anymore? I mean, yeah, when you're driving your car, that's cool. Yeah, you're cranking the tunes every once in a while. But even then, more often than not, you're not listening to tunes in your radio or in your car. Me, dude, when I owned my car, I had 4 10s in the back, 2 2500 watt amps in the back and whatnot. A pop out I can't remember my head what my head was. It wasn't Blaupunkt. I can't remember, but anyway. Watts galore. Watts. I was stomping it. I listen to music when I go to sleep. I'm listening to music when I'm up. I don't have music on right now because I don't want to be rude, and plus I get copyrighted if I played it. But when I get done with you guys, I turn tunes on, man. I'm looking for tunes. I'll go to Spotify, turn it on. I'll have Spotify playing in the background music that I like while I'm playing video games. But does anybody actually listen to the radio anymore? Or music? Do you listen to music when you're not playing music? Do you seek out others playing? I mean, a lot of us probably do, yeah. But I mean, once you're off YouTube, you're doing your shit at home, whatever, cooking, taking a shower, getting up in the morning, drinking coffee, whatever, sitting and chilling on the porch, watching the sun rise and drop and all that shit, and the birds fly around, blah, blah, blah. Do you have the radio on? Are you listening to music? And is it a constant part of your life? For me, it is. I'd say now, even a 50-50 rating would be high, in my opinion, that you listen to music on a daily basis. Even if it's old school stuff that you grew up on, or you're looking for new stuff, do you listen to music? Me, I listen to music. I love Spotify because I've gotten in, since I've watched Spotify for years now, I've been introduced to obscure bands that write some pretty groovy shit that I never even heard about or would not have heard about on the radio or anywhere else unless I lived in their hometown and was a groupie of that bar or followed them around or was one of their best friends. That's the only way you know about certain bands. But Spotify and a certain, what's that other one? CD Baby, I go there. A few other of those free upload sites or paid upload sites where you can upload your tunes and stuff and people check them out. A few of those. I check those out. But I listen to Spotify. I go to bed listening to music and I wake up listening to music. I get up in the morning, take my morning whiz, Check my coffee pot to see if I got any leftover coffee. I'll throw that in the microwave, dump the old shit out, make a new pot of coffee, listening to music. Get on YouTube, still listening to music in the background on Spotify. Go through YouTube, and then if I want to watch somebody's video, I mute Spotify. And then when I'm done watching the video, I unmute the song. Boom, playing it again. How much of listening to music on a 1 to 10, everybody that's in here, on a 1 to 10, how much is music a part of your day every day? I would say mine, I'm about an 8. And I think that's very high because I listen to music almost all day. So I would I would rate an 8 at very high. 10 would mean I just have a radio blaring all the time. But I'm watching and looking for music all the time, or new bands, or listening to some type of tune somewhere on YouTube, Spotify, or some other stuff. I'm looking for new stuff. So I would say 7 to 8%. I would rate myself a 7 to an 8 on listening to music every day. So I would say 70% of my life is spent listening to music all day, or a majority of the day. Yeah, see, we got some 8s in there, man. Yeah. Sonya says a 6. Well, even a 6 is high. Put it this way, listen to this. I think anybody that is a 4 or above enjoys music, and I think is a happier person because of it. Now, yeah, if you're listening to fucking, hate speech, that's not, you know what I'm saying. If you're listening to dumb shit, you're listening to dumb shit, But if you're listening to music with meaning, or just music for the sake of it being melodic and riff-tastic and all that stuff, that's groovy, man. But yeah, I listen to music for the music quality and the message. Does the music go with the message, whatever the person's singing about? It's not so much about the message, but the music has to fit the message in order for me to dig what the person's saying. It has to mesh, It's just like War Pigs, When you think about War Pigs and Black Sabbath, Just like witches at Black Mass. The song, the music went with the lyrics, you know what I mean? So it made it a good song. Tons and shitloads of great songs out there because it all matches up and whatnot. But then you got songs. You got songs that are songs for song's sake. It's just a song. It's something that fills your ear. Not a great message, good melody, good music, sounds good, but it doesn't resonate. There's music out there that does not resonate with me because it's just music. I like stuff that, it's like I like the play on words kind of music where it's like, did he just really say what I think he said? And does it go with the music? Yeah, it does, Stuff like Gary Newman in Cars, that's just music. You know what I mean? It's a catchy tune, this and that, but, is it like a masterpiece of music? Was it well thought out? It's like Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin. Whole albums. The whole album. Even the Cars. The Cars self-debuted album. Or Bad Company. Or Bachman Turner Overdrive, Not Fragile. All those albums, every song had something to it, that made the whole thing a classic, listened to all the way through album. I mean, I'm sure everybody has albums out there that are, you can listen to it all the way through 3 or 4 times a day because it never gets old. That's the kind of music that I'm talking about. Stuff that you can listen to. I mean, Pink Floyd The Wall. No lie. Played it for 2 years straight in my house, smoking dope, shooting heroin, doing everything else I was going to do, drinking like a fish, doing all that stuff, and just running Pink Floyd The Wall. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had other music, but when we sat down and partied, I usually put in the what the hell do they call it, VHS? That's how old I am. Put the VHS in, Pink Floyd The Wall, and just let it run. You know what I mean? That was it. We just sit down, rewind, rewind, auto rewind, play it over, and then Ministry had a DVD out or a VHS out then. It was called In Case You Didn't Feel Like Showing Up. Yeah, I listened to that with Pink Floyd all the time, man. Those two albums were just, or two VHS tapes were like totally off the chain. Do 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 do. My nose is running. Yeah. Yeah, Sabbath was underground, man. You had to know somebody that knew somebody that had an album, man. It's like, yeah. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that block destruction, so through destruction. Oh, Lord, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, man. Good shit right there, bro. What the hell was that? 71, 70? When did War Pigs come out? Was that 70 or 71? 70, 71? I mean, I can do the Google thing, but one of you guys should know. Some of you guys are as old as me. Fuck, did I just say that? Wow. I'm 55. I know how old a few of you guys are. Yeah. See, some of you guys grew up playing guitar and stuff. I wished I could have played guitar, but I took the other route. I was the stoner that listened to your music. Okay? Did I listen to all of it? No. But the partying was more, the partying to the music that other people were into. See, now I'm the exact opposite. I'm trying to get into the things that I should have been in back then, or that I wished I could have been in, but I allowed drugs and alcohol and all the bullshit to flood in over top of that. And I wanted to play drums, but I put it this way. I grew up in a trailer, okay? 2-bedroom trailer. Mom, Dad had the big bedroom in the back. Every once in a while, we'd switch it up, and just so we'd have a different flavor every once in a while. We had a 2-bedroom trailer. Me and my brother had the smallest one with the bunk bed. Then my sisters, once they got 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, had the back bedroom, so they had their privacy and stuff. And then my parents slept on a pull-out couch in the living room. Every once in a while, the parents would go back to the back bedroom, and my sisters would go on the pull-out couch. Me and my brother were always stuck in that cell, man. And I mean, dude, you figure as wide as a bunk bed is, and enough for a door about 24 inches wide. That was my brother's and mine room, and the bunk bed took up the whole damn room. Because there's a hallway and a bunk bed. Bunk bed was in here. The dresser was actually in the closet, man. We only had about that much floor space, about 5.5, 6 feet, as long as that bunk bed was. So 24 by 6 foot was mine and my brother's. Somewhat worse than a prison cell, dude. Modern day prison cells are bigger than mine and my brother's bedroom. But where was I going with that? I don't know. I grew up in a trailer, man. Anybody else grew up in a trailer? Yeah. Well, hopefully you're talking about Iomi there, bro. Yeah, man. Tony's the shit, man. Riffmaster General, right there. I don't think it gets any. I don't think it gets any better than that, man. I mean, Iron Man will live on. If anybody, I mean, 200 years from now, if that, I mean, I don't know if anybody will be mainstream listening to Sabbath, but if they dig that shit up out of an archive somewhere, it will come back to life. It will not be old. I'll be like, wow, check this shit out. Them guys 200 years ago, they knew what the fuck they were doing. And then they'll be playing on, they'll be playing air guitar with no strings, sort of like the the Wanna Be a Rockstar guitar now, the plastic ones where you hit the buttons and stuff. That's what they'll be playing on down the road, man. All that synth harmonic shit. Yeah, it won't be plucking strings, it'll be pushing a button, turning the knob. I mean, that's where we're at right now, really. Yeah, think about it. I started playing by Chicago. I started playing songs by Chicago, yeah. 25 or 624. Love that. I like that drive and sound that Chicago had. Who sang Brandy? I can't remember. Brandy, you're a fine girl, fine. What a good wife you and me. Who sang that, man? It's on the tip of my tongue, so I can't think of it, though. Terry Kath. Is that right? Might be right. Yeah, I like watching glass blowing expositions, man. Shit's awesome. Being able to do some of that stuff. Yeah, Looking Glass, Brandy, yeah. That's it. Can't remember some of those obscure 70s bands that came out with them mega pop hits back in the day. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Dale Chihuly. Who's Dale Chihuly? Is he part of Looking Glass or something? See, that's what I mean. I can remember certain bands' names, but whoever was all in them and stuff, I don't remember all that stuff. Unless they were like the name of the band, like Terry Jacks or something like that. Roxette, whatnot. Went to a party last Saturday night. Didn't get drunk, I got in a fight. Uh-huh. That ain't no big thing. Yeah. Thrash metal's nipples just got hard. You're like, what the hell was that shit? There you go. Green-eyed lady, Sugarloaf, yeah. Lita Ford, yeah. What was that? Wasn't she like the Top Gun in Runaways or something like that? Her and Pat Benatar and somebody else. Can't remember. See, man, all the things that some of you guys remember or know about, I should know, but I don't because my brain just wasn't there. I mean, like I said, I was the guy at the bar listening to the music, not playing it. I wished I would have educated myself better in that area. Okay, is that a new movie out, bro? Did you retract that or did YouTube retract that last song because you had Netflix in it? Kiss Me Deadly, yeah, Lita Ford. That's screwed up, man, because her old man was abusive towards her, man. I mean, I just don't get it. But she stayed for years and years and years, man. If anybody split or I missed him or missed a question, just let me know. Check out Dancing Monkey. Don't never get to be Kong. You might like it. Dancing Monkey. I'll look him up on Spotify later. Dog Paw, see if I can find something. Alright, I need some YouTuber entertainment, man. What do you guys got out that's going on? Let me do Merle J. He just did a video. Let me give him some. Oh, went the wrong way. Should have went to YouTube, dummy. You big dummy. Pop in some Merle J here. He did a nice tune last night and the night before. Funk Me. You mind if I play that, Merle? Your Funk Me song? You mind if I rip on that again? Hopefully they don't kick me off again. Yep, no problem. All right, cool, bro. Well, here we go, man. It's Merle J. I believe it's you playing on guitar, correct? I mean, you're actually playing this. So, this is Merle J here, people. Give me a 1 if the audio quality is coming through good. J, Funk Man. Thanks, bro. Hey, if you're not subscribed to Merle J, he needs 3 more subs to get to 40 subs. So if you like what you just heard and you dig the jams, man, check out his YouTube page. Help him out with a sub. Brown chicken, brown cow. Who else got something? Thrash, throw me up a song, man. Somebody give me a song here. I want to go for about another 15 minutes, guys. It's late here, and I know it's late on the East Coast. It's almost 2:30 in the morning down there. So we'll go for another 15 minutes, making a 2.5 hour hang, which is cool. That's watchable. You know, whether somebody wants to watch my 1 hour rant in the beginning, that's another thing. You never know. Let's see if I get any comments on that one. Let's see who really watches. That's the name of the video, bro. Farm Fresh Plymouth Truck Barn Fine 70s Original. That's the name of the tune or the header. Is who talking? Thrash, is that you, bro? Farm Fresh Plymouth Truck Barn Fine, found in the 70s, original country rock cassette. The hell, bro? That song my dad wrote, but it's my mom's band after they split up. She's on the bass and singing. Okay, man, we'll check it out, man. Okie dokie. Let's see what we can do here. Says Field Fresh, Plymouth Classic Truck. Is that the one of this? It says Field Fresh on it. Okay. 3 minutes and 13 seconds long. Nope, that's Merle. What the hell? Don't mind me. Getting these things up and running can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Nope. Wrong way. Okay, who'd you say this was? Yep. Song my dad wrote. But it's my mom and dad, but it's my mom's band after they split up. She's on bass and singing. So this is Thrash's mother singing, playing bass on guitar, or playing the bass guitar. We'll give this a gander. Thrash metal and fun riffs, people. Check it out, like, share, and subscribe. Sweet, bro. Terry Himes in the house. What's up, man? William DeSelva, Thrash Metal, Sonya, Meryl J. What else we got in here? Who else is hanging out? Dog Paw hanging out. Don't know if Tom's still hanging or not. Okay, we got time for one more, man. Is there anybody out here that hasn't had any playtime on any of my channels that wants to put a video up? I'd be glad to do it, man. Tom, you need to start putting out some licks, man. Make a few videos playing guitar. Just riff out, man. Pop it up so people can get a gander at what you're up to, man. Got that new webcam, man. Just 2 minutes. Put it up there on YouTube. Camper special. Yeah, I had a camper special. 74 Ford. Big ass 460 in the back, headache rack, all that shit. I I have pictures of it somewhere. Bought it for 800, sold it for 1,000. No, no, Sonya. I'd say 4 or 5 times, about 3 to 4 times a week, maybe. Tuesday Tech Talk is pretty much my regular show. Bent Metal, I quit that because I had to go back to work, but now I'm off work, so I have extra time. So, everybody's off work. But yeah, so I stopped Bent Metal because I had to get back to work. Tuesday Tech Talk was on actually a day off that I had because most of my work went from Thursday to Monday because all the weekend classes I was doing and stuff for ARD and ASAP classes in Alaska. So that's why that had to go because I wasn't free in the weekends anymore. But Tuesday Tech Talk is my longest running stream so far, and that's Tuesday. So that was episode 11 tonight. And it's more like just a gear talk and hang. It's nothing really special. But every once in a while, I'll try to do something that is me playing or my gear or something. It's a tech talk. It's talking about tech and what you're actually into, what you got, how you use it, and all that other stuff. Eventually, I'd like to have a few people on that have a lot of gear knowledge, and we can pick their brain, you know what I mean? Instead of me asking you guys all the questions and getting the answers and feeding off of that, you can maybe get it off with the guy that I have on that night or something like that. Yeah, guitar tech, not gun tech. Well, this is the hang. That part, yeah. When we're just hanging and stuff like that, we can pretty much talk about anything. I try to keep religion and politics out of it, and stuff like that. But, with the current situation with it is the way it is today, man, there's just a lot of nut whackery going on. So you just beware, man. Just beware. The 70s found an 8-track. Didn't you have me play that the other day, though, bro? Or was that a different song? Didn't I play that the other day? I mean, I don't mind playing it again, but I thought I played it the other day. It's a 5-minute and 58-second song. Bunch of trees and stuff. Okay. See if I can get this in here. Okay. You say this is your dad, right, bro? Okay. Okay, this is titled, is there like a title to the song, bro? Or what we're actually seeing? Can you type out the title or the name of the song? Or what they're doing here? Auctioneer, Country Bar, Live Gig, Double Feature, Premiere.
Who's the buddy? Leroy Van Dyke. Goes kind of like this. Forwards, open again, let them out and welcome boys. Here comes 25 in, what are they going to go for? I hear 25, give me 25, get a 25, get a 5, 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 there's no line there. There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his mom when she told him that he should go to school.
Nice mustache.
Sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, and pretty soon he'll find a man who will walk to the park. He scanned the lesson carefully, and pretty soon he began to see how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. He said, "Oh, my steward, I am not to learn that auction cry, make my work and be an auctioneer. What about a minute after dinner, give me 30, 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 give me 30
Leroy Van Dyke did that song originally. Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button on my channel. Also, appreciate it. Trying to get to 300 subs. Please share it if you can. Much appreciated. I like that.
To make your hips lift, your knees freeze, and your liver quiver.
Song by the New Riders, The Purple Sage. Twist him out the road. If the people waiting back at home for him is
Sweet, bro. My friend, the end is near, so I'm pulling the final curtain. Show's over, get the hell out, I'm going to bed and getting something to eat. Man, hey, you guys are hip, slick, and cool, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like and share. Hit that thumbs up for me, please. Please share my stuff. Get me to 300 subs, man, so I can give away that damn little pedal over here. This one, 300 subs. Pedal giveaway. What the hell, man? Oh, man. Sweet. Guys, thanks for hanging out, man. I'll be around. Keep putting out stuff so I can put it on my little shows here and stuff. Help each other out, you know. Create content. Get your stuff seen. Give me something to do. All that happy horse stuff, man. You know. Buddy of mine, T-Town Tim, says, love, peace, and hippie grease. And with that, man, I'm going to say goodnight. Guys, be cool. Don't be a fool. We'll see you later, man.